kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the wideout. Coleman open on the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him.
There's some room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They go play action with Manning. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Quickly out to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. From midway in the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the option. And just wedges it drifted ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
He's going to run it. Pulls it in. It's Lacey. They'll make the stop after the big pickup through the air, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the play. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my own line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him.
Here's a little room there. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And this offense coming out on the first drive and showing, like, we are willing to run our quarterback. We're going to run the option game. We're going to make you play discipline. And they had a lot of success on that drive, Jason.
And, David, the defense knew they were going to see option in this game, but you know it's so hard to prepare for it when you're going against your own scout team. This offense, they make the decisions quicker. The athletes are so much better, especially at quarterback, and they're going to have to find a way because they're going to see the option further along in this game.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Manning. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Rebels. A pick 6.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, Manning. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to get it to the marker. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Some misdirection with the counter. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. On the drop. Ball is out behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. That's turnover. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Throwing Manning. Release to the back. The short hands. It Smothers. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Manning. He's got him.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. Buried before he could blink.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. Third down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Texas. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like these. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hands it off on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's high. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Looking for a push on fourth down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you want.
Going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Alexander. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They turn to the passing game on third and short. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find the answer for his...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't...
Upstairs to make the catch. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure. But this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage, having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. We've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
Sends it back in motion. Arch is going to throw for it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. At the 35, he's got room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. To the air. It's Manning. Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better...
Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Arch to throw. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A shot toward the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Looking downfield very late in the half. Myers deep on the run. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Long incompletions. Okay, we got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they
open field on the right. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game of running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also...
It's complete! They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, going to the air. Touchdown, Rebels! Gets it into the end zone.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. He won't make it in. Stopped just short on the 2-point conversion attempt, and that's how this first half will come to a close. They're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Townsend.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. And send the tight end in motion. Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They get to him as he throws.
And I think the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Under fire. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Ollie, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. So now it's 2nd and long.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force the net.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Arch Madness. That's caught. It's Wingo. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The run inside. It Smothers. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Motion from the wideout. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Throws to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Right on the money. There he goes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the right. He's got it. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And offensively, man, they just keep finding him time and time again, and he's making plays. And if I'm the defense, I got to do something different. Like, I got to put a safety over the top. I got to double cover him. I got to do something, because right now this rhythm and this timing is on another level.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Manning fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless, it's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it on the counter. Finding some room. Makes it passable. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Complete. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Back has it. Finds his big tight end. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Snap to the back. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They have the lead in a two-possession game and oddly lining up for an onside kick. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Working on the right. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And that's what's so hard about playing this guy, man. It's not the first play. They defended the first play really well, but what does he do? He buys time, he scrambles. Now you start changing your routes. Defenders get a little bit confused. He drops a
touchdown, Longhorn! Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of breaks into the open. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front part of the time.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Second down, he'll throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He makes a catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
That's a great job working the scramble drill. You know, QBs and quarterbacks, they practice this throughout the week. When the pocket breaks down and the play gets extended, receivers have to break off their route, and they've got to go find it.
Into the secondary on the right. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Flips it out on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lindsey. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, And I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And how about that on fourth down, and they got to throw the football. They make the play in a big-time moment. Nice job by the offense, getting this a little bit closer to the finish line.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They'll try to run it with Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw this.
And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.